Would you say that not going to university isn't like the end of the world? I mean, loads of people think like I have to go to university, I have to get a good degree. Do you think not going to university hindered you at all, or was it actually the best decision you could have made?
For me, it was the best decision I made because it gave me 3 extra years. I guess in relation to, or plus more. University is an interesting one. I think we've seen the last 20 or 30 years, whatever, it's been a massive trend. You have to go to university, you have to get a good education, and so on and so forth. I know it's sensitive territory, but I don't necessarily believe that university is necessarily the answer for everybody. Clearly, if you're going to be moving in a certain career direction, you have to have that background, you have to have that skill set and that knowledge base. I think one, as youngsters today, think about it carefully. It's a big investment in time and money, and you need to think about that resource in terms of whether it's really going to be for you. Don't want to put anyone off, but it's certainly positive for some. But for others, there's a different way, perhaps, of approaching things. There's apprenticeships. There's all sorts of things you can do today. You can this modern day services economy. There's a lot of. We all know that things are changing, and there's a lot of things that you can do today, providing services and freelancing and generating income and revenue, which aren't necessarily the way it sort of looked some years ago. With you have to go to school, university, and so on.
And when you finished school, did you know you wanted to go into the business you're in now, or did it take some going through different types of jobs and experiences to get to where you are now?
I actually grew up in a family business involved in steel trading, so the youngest of 3 sons, and I spent every school holiday from the age of 8 right until 18 in this business, so I was just completely focused on finishing my national service, getting it done another way, and then going straight into the business, which I then joined actually back in 1989, but I was only there for literally under 3 months when I saw an opportunity, and I was backed by 2 guys. My family weren't prepared to deviate from the steel trading scrap metal business. I found 2 guys to back me, and off I went at the age of 20, and I started effectively the first part of my facilities management career back then, involved in waste management. So I knew I wanted to get involved in business, but the twists and turns of life presented me with an opportunity, and I grabbed that opportunity with both hands, and I ran very hard with it.
Okay. And what sort of route would you recommend to people finishing school, not wanting to go to university and not really having a clear direction? Would you encourage them to experience as much as possible, or go into different fields? How would you sort of tackle that problem?
Certainly get as much experience as you can, whatever you do, during your school days as well. It's all very well to say, well, I'm at school and I'll worry about life and at the end of it and so on. But actually, like you're doing, these projects and so on that younger kids get involved in are very important, whatever they might be. They might be charitable work, might be getting involved in social programs, might be doing work, just spending a week in an office, if you're lucky enough, in a city or something like that. Take all of those experiences and embrace them, because they'll give you, it's all part of your learning process, and perhaps through that you'll come across something that you really enjoy doing, and something that you can use as a platform. But just taking every single opportunity you possibly have, I would say, and embracing it and working with it.
Okay. And using your learning process, because of the rapidly changing world of the economy and all the new technology coming through, did you have to adapt your method of working because of the new technology coming through?
Yeah, well, I'm not particularly good with new technology, I have to say. So I've always struggled with it. Simplicity for me works, but fortunately nowadays, well, maybe not so fortunate, but you've got iPhones and the like, and you've got email, and you've got WhatsApps, and you've got all sorts of technology right at your doorstep, which actually is superb for a guy like me now, because I tend to work. I don't have a necessarily a fixed office. I have offices, but I try and spend as little time as possible. So I tend to do face-to-face meetings. I travel to my business interests, and my mobile device gives me all the technology, really, by and large, that I need at this stage until they invent or create something new. But I've seen all sorts of things, from the fax machine to computers and so on, evolving and developing. But I don't sit. I don't do spreadsheets. I don't do presentations on laptops and so on. I'm a very basic sort of technology.
Okay, awesome. And with your traveling and all your business interests, do you think it's important to have a strong base at home, to have a strong family structure, and to When I say strong family structure, have a supportive family at home. Does that help quite a lot with your travels and business?
Yeah, without that, I wouldn't be what I am today from a business perspective. So absolutely, that comes first. Actually, of course, if you can get that right, then you really have a very powerful foundation to drive you forward, and you've got to try and keep that balance right. And that's difficult for people with careers to try and balance that whole career thing with your family and so on. My kids today tell me that I've done a reasonable job. Hopefully that's a very honest appraisal, and we work at it all the time, and it's fantastic to see how they've grown up and evolved and developed. So far so good. But absolutely right, my wife and Nicola, we've been married going into our 25th year of marriage, without that, she's really taken care of all the other aspects of our lives. Well, I can be the crazy guy out there with business and so on, but it's a very symbiotic relationship, and I think going back to our kids, I think they can recognise that as well as they now go into enterprises on their own and so on. They can see that life's not perfect in either way, but you've really just got to keep some of the balance. Just coming back to the technology, but I guess today you need to be quite careful with technology because it can be very intrusive. So if we go on holiday and so on now, I'm finding that I've created a new term. It's no more agile working for me. It's agile vacationing. So instead of vacationing, it's sort of vacationing agilely, which is not particularly good, but anyway, it kind of works, and we're finding our ways through this new way of technology and communication and so on, and you just got to keep those rules and checks and balance with communication and have some downtime when you do need it.